welcome to episode 17 of Pole to Pole. And we just on the previous episode, I finished off with a couple of snoozes, which allowed my staff, my other drivers, to earn the company a load of money. So we expanded the garage, one of the garages, the first garage, expanded it to 5 slots, filled it with trucks, and we expanded it to 5 slots. We put, let me go just to make sure what we're doing. Company manager. So yeah, we've got 5 slots and we filled all 5 slots. This is my garage here, one I actually work from, and this is the other garage. So I expanded this from 1 to 5, so I paid for that. I bought I did that in a previous episode. I recently bought 2 more trucks and 2 more people, hired 2 more people. So I've got 2 garages that are fully employed. Both got 5 trucks and 5 drivers. So now and after all that, having slept in the game at the end of the last episode, I'm back up to $250,000 almost. So I'm earning money faster than, at the moment, faster than I'm spending it. So we'll carry on doing that. I'll carry on doing some driving and see what we've got. So we've got a 54,000. Well, let's see what we've got locally first. Locally, we've got an 11,000 trip, which is from Hamburg to Hanover. We keep doing that trip, it's quite boring. So we look at the quick jobs. What have we got? The quick jobs, 36. So 36 versus 10. I think we'll take that one. That's a very short one and a good. It's the yacht, so it's a good earner, that one. So we'll take that one. Okay, so let's get on our way. I'm here and the exit is over there. I can see on the map. If you can't quite see on the map, you hit F5, it changes the, you can change it to very close up, not so close up, further away and much further away. I prefer the second one because I can usually tell what's going on from that. That's a good general purpose one, but if you need to zoom in, just hit keep hitting F5 until you get the zoomed in bit. So, okay, we got traffic. I was wondering if he's going to hit us there. I don't know if there's any traffic coming, but hopefully it'll stop. Go across like this so I don't catch the trailer on that barrier when I go around. This is a throaty Volvo, as you can hear. It's Volvo is very deep and rough. Well, not rough, it's actually deep and smooth, which is what you'd expect of Volvo. I cut that corner a bit, and the trailer was dragging on the barrier, slowing me down. I did wonder what it was. Just got to be a bit more mindful of that. as I said before, the good thing about taking the quick jobs is that you don't have to pay any fuel and you don't pay for any damage to the vehicle. The downside is that you don't get as much money, but it is worth looking in the quick jobs to see if there's any that are better paying than the freight work. By a significant amount, which this is. I mean, the freight job, the highest paying freight job I could find locally was 10 grand, and this job is 50 grand, so yeah, it's quite a big difference. And a nice Volvo truck to pull it with, which is it's certainly got a good turn of speed, I'll tell you. Yeah, we're up to 78. We're not in top gear yet. It's going to be a bit careful around these bends. It's taking my foot off it. Oh, I'm going to get done for speeding. Whoa. Picked up and just in time. Quite sure where the speed camera is, whether they passed it or not, but it's still 100. It's end of the restriction here. The only thing about the Volvo engine, it's the noise is very suppressed. And it's quite difficult to tell that you're in a too low a gear. It doesn't seem to object too much. It's just you don't get any acceleration. There's a 70 limit here, but there's no camera. There's no cameras on bends. Loan installments just paid, so we're down to 230,000. So we just paid off nearly 7 grand. We're already there, just about 20 minutes, 19 minutes to go, and the delivery point is in sight already. And we hear one of these junctions that they give way to the right all the time. So as the traffic keeps coming off there, they keep giving way. Could be here forever. Everything seems to be going right, so we'll risk it. There we go. I mean, we're at a point now, 230, $250,000, where the odd speeding fine or crash cost won't really affect our profit, not to any great degree. So we can afford to take a few more chances. What we don't want to do, obviously, is tip the trailer over. It's another one of those junctions where they give way to the right, but we're not. Oh, we should have gone that way. Damn. I was too busy. Am I going to get... I don't know if I'm going to be at a reverse. Except I'm not reversing, I'm going forward. Silly bugger. No, I can't reverse. There's someone right behind me, so I'll have to find another route. Having missed that junction, it's going to be quite difficult, I think, to find another route. I could try turning around. I think I'll try turning around actually on this bend. No, that's a ditch there, I think. Yeah, that looks a bit dodgy to me. This looks better, sort of. No, maybe not. I'm going to try and see if I can find a break in the traffic. I can't really cut them up because they'll just pull up right close to me. Not too bad. Sounds like a bit of a beast, this Volvo. This is where we should have turned. Left as well. What I have found is that you get to a point like this and there's someone behind you, there's an AI behind you. Well, there's not at this point, but they don't overtake. It's almost as if they know you're going left, which, you know, as they're controlled by the program, they do know you're going left. But they don't overtake and cause you problems. This is a nice chicane for a heavy wide load, or long wide load. This looks quite easy to park, should be quite easy to park, there's loads of room. No, we're not straight enough. Let it come a bit straighter. There we go. Probably over-egged it there a bit, but we'll see. No, I don't think we did actually. Might have over-egged that a bit. Blimey. No, I'm going to pull forward again. need another shot at this. It's turning. Oh, no. Got lucky there. Couldn't really see where I was going. So there's another 36,000. I thought it was 50,000. Never mind. So that's good. Let's see if any of the other garages have went more. We got 268. So no, it's just me who's done the delivery. No one else has yet. Okay, so we'll do another one. Good, we got 66 now. Let's see, where are we? Are we in Hamburg? Yeah, we're Hamburg again. Nothing in Hamburg. So I have to look at quick jobs again. That's nice, 44 grand. Oh, that'll do. We'll take that one. It's not far as well. Okay, so we're going left. Oh, yeah. We'll just have a look at the trailer. I think it's an army truck. Yeah. Truck's in map. It's an army truck. And it is 14 tons. They're not huge, and it is quite long. It's got that big box on the front. We've got 11 hours to deliver it, and our estimated ETA is 3 hours 49 minutes. Not a problem. Not a problem. Change the map setting. That's the one. It's funny the things you get used to. I can't drive with the wrong map setting. Right, so I'm going to have to be a bit careful here because we've got a barrier. But I did leave enough room coming out of there, so that's all right. Take up both lanes here. Truck, man truck this time, which we haven't used so far in this series. I can see ahead. I'm sitting on the left-hand side because that's the lane I need to be in. I don't want anyone to block my exit or block my manoeuvre when I need to move over. So I'll move over when there's nothing there. Just a matter of looking ahead. I'll just give this a bit of wide berth because we are a long trailer. I'm going to catch that bend like we did with the long one, the earlier long one. My other drivers have brought in some money. We're up to 319,000 now. 319 and a half. So they've been bringing in the bacon, which is nice. Very small range on this between changing gear and having to change again. It's you change about 25,000 revs and it goes down to just under 20, so it's a 20 to 25,000 rev range where your gears are changing. And it's a lot bigger on some of the other trucks. Goes like 15 to 25 on a lot of them. This guy's overtaking blindly, which is very true to life. Riding the rumble strip at the moment, so I know where I am on the road and leaving plenty of room on the outside. This one, I don't want to go too far over, otherwise I might catch something. Very twisty turny bit of road. Some people don't like the rumble strip. You can turn it off in game or in the options, but personally I think it's good because it reminds you where you are on the road. If you're concentrating on the road ahead, you may forget to check where you are on the road you're actually on, the bit of road you're actually on. So hitting the rumble strips actually reminds you, or brings to your attention the fact you're a bit far over to the right or the left if you're on the other side. Which is a nice indicator, I think. Because you don't, I suppose people who don't like it are people who ride the rumble strip or drive to the right quite a lot, or to the left in England. But people drive this like this all the time, well away from the central line, then the rumble strip's going to be playing all the time. But I don't. I tend to drive. I seem to drive quite well in the middle, between the central line and the rumble strip. I seem to be able to drive quite deliberately in between those. I'm only wary of driving over the central line when there's something coming towards me. I just check that I'm not too far over. And I do that by looking in the mirror. I can see where my cab is and where the trailer is compared to the white line. It's quite easy to see if you're too far over, just using that. You can use markers on the dashboard to, if you want to keep looking forward and don't want to look in the rearview mirror, you can line up the central line with something on the dashboard, or the rumble strip with something on the dashboard, and just keep that in place and in that position, and you'll stay in the right place. I don't check. I check it every so often in the rearview mirror, left-hand mirror, to see that I'm not too far over the central line. And then, so if I hear the rumble strip, that's fine. If I hear the rumble strip and then it goes quiet, that means I've gone over it, probably. So I need to check my position that side as well. But it's not necessarily a bad thing if you're over the rumble strip. So you can actually squeeze between the signs and the car, so you can actually undertake. You can take on the right hand side if you're in a hurry. Which can be very useful. If you've got speed up and there's something slowing you down in front, you want to get by, you can use that gap on the right, but you just have to be mindful that if there's something coming the other way, just got to be mindful that barriers appear at seemingly random intervals, and you need to escape. You don't want to hit a barrier. It will seriously damage your truck. May even put it out of commission, depending how fast you're going. So he's going for an overtake on a blind bend, as they do. Being an AI, he probably knows that there's nothing coming, but that's not always the case, actually. You do quite often see some Mexican standoffs where there's a vehicle overtaken like that and there's something come the other way around the bend, and they just stop and face each other until one can move. The one going this way will move over. So I don't think they've got reverse gears, these AIs. You never ever see them reversing. So even if they pull out in front of you and stop, they will not reverse out of the way. That's not in their program. Reversing is not in their program. Just going to steal a bit of space here. Come round. Nice and wide. Beautifully done. Oh, just missed that barrier. But as long as you miss it, it doesn't matter how close you are. Just 42 minutes left, so that's pretty good. And this will be the last trip on this episode. These 17 episodes, this is episode 17, have taken me just 2 days to compile. Because I'm doing one after the other. So when I finish 16, I go straight on to do 17. And when I finished 15, I went on to 16, so on. And it's just taken me 2 days. Don't know how many hours really, probably 8 hours, 10 hours, something like that. total, and I'm already at nearly $500,000. So looks like the other drivers are bringing in good bucks. And that's how it's done. Get drivers in as soon as you can. That's an interesting cloud formation with looks like a beam of light coming down from it. Which it probably is. That's probably the sun hidden by cloud with a small gap in it. Yeah, so get one or two garages going as soon as you can. Borrow as much as you can. And because the cost of the borrowing you'll easily surpass, and yeah, let them do all the work if you're that way inclined, by doing the sleeps like I showed you before. Is you know, do your 3 sleeps, that's a day gone, and in that time your other drivers have earned you 100,000, something like that. You've got 9 of them, but that's only assuming you have the heavy trailer mod installed. Without the heavy trailer mod, you can still do it, it'd just take you longer. I could have done it that way. The only trouble is that would have made this series even longer, much longer than it is. I think I'm going to stop about 20. Series episode 20, because you've seen now how I do it without, there's no cheating involved, apart from, if you want to call it cheating, using the trailer mod, the heavy trailer mod. But if you don't use that, you can still do it the same way. It just takes you a bit longer to make the money, a bit longer to pay off the or build up the business. You know, I've been earning like 40-50,000 a trip. You'll earn a tenth of that, 4 or 5,000. So it'll probably take you 10 times as long, maybe. And your drivers will also be earning less. So your profits will build a lot slower, but they will build. Leipzig. So we're just 2 minutes away. That was quite a short trip for a good reward. And we've driven quite a few trucks. Volvo, MAN, obviously the Scania, which I own. Thankfully we haven't had a Renault yet. They're not the nicest trucks to drive. Like it's just here. Take it nice and wide, make sure I catch the, and it's, oh, there's a nice brute force trailer. Got two. This is going to be quite tricky actually, because that trailer's in the way. Well, not in the way, but it's can cause problems. Well, as you can see, I took it very, very close to that. I'm going to try and just straighten up at an angle. No, that sounds wrong, straighten up at an angle, but you can see what I mean. And then try and turn it round. Don't think I'm going to do this. No, not this one. So I'll bet, but at least I can straighten it up now. Instead of going at a sharp angle, I can actually go forward and make it a bit straighter, make it a bit easier. Now you see what I've done now, I've actually put it in a position where I can't see where I'm going. I can see in the right hand mirror. So we'll give it a go, but it could be a problem. I want to go fairly straight back. Yeah. I can see that from the rear view mirror. I'm just trying to edge it over to the right. The way we're looking at it, it's left. And then that should slot in nicely. Come on. Come on, give me the green light. Yes, look at that. Absolute perfection. Okay, so we took, believe it or not, 4 hours 38 minutes. But it didn't take us anywhere near that long. So I'm now at level 10 skilled worker. Which means I should get a skill point, shouldn't I? Yep. So you get a skill point for each level you go up. And this one I'm going to add on to, I'm going to put it, and I keep putting them on here, just for the simple reason that it's going to give me the most most lucrative jobs. Okay, so let's have a look at the garages and see what they're doing. So they're now earning £212,000 a day, which is nice. That's between 10 of us, so we're each earning about 20,000 a day, which is very good. Our daily profit in my garage is 93,000, but we haven't been operating for as long as these guys. They're earning nearly 200,000 a day. That doesn't quite add up, does it? If we're earning 93,000 a day, they're earning 119 a day. You add them together, comes to quite a bit more than that. But I think it's the costs come into play there. Cost of upgrading, no, not that. If we look at the actual, so it's the cost of the truck maintenance, the driver's pay, and the fuel all come off. So we're doing okay. So we'll look at the drivers, see what they're earning. Oh dear, this one's not doing very well. So I told them to learn up, train on high value cargo. So she's now got high value cargo. So we'll do a balance on her training. And this guy still hasn't got his high value cargo skill. And he's not doing very well. See, these are earning, I mean, the lowest here is 28,000 a day. 28 a mile rather. I'm earning 254 a mile. because I'm taking the big jobs and the quick jobs as well. Isabella, wow, she's doing well. Is she? No, she's not doing well. I'm doing really well. 74,000. 6,000's not bad. But then you got these £235 a day, £140 a day. But they are the latest recruits, so I will give them a bit more time before I think about dismissing them. Our money now is 500,000. We've topped the 500,000 mark. Hopefully by episode 20 we'll create the million, and once you've got a million, then it's all uphill from then, all downhill I should say. It's dead easy. Yeah, so it's going to be really easy to make money once you get to a million. There's nothing really to worry about. You can just sleep all the time if you like, and just get your drivers to do all the journeys, but obviously that's not the point of the game. But you can do the journeys you want to do rather than the most lucrative journeys. You can just choose ones you want to do, and you can start discovering places. You can do a lot of free roaming and discover as many places as you can, and then you'll get more. You need to discover more recruitment agencies anyway, because you are limited at the moment. So if you go into recruitment agents, you've only got 4. So if I say hire a driver, I've only got 4 drivers, 1 from each recruitment agency, I assume. And they're very limited in the skills I've got. Well, this person's on an eco hit. Look. Which is pretty good. But none of them have got the high value cargo, so we need to, what I need to do now is look for another garage and fit that out, and see the pennies grow even more. So look out for episode 18, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment if you like what you see. Even if you don't like what you see, tell me. I'll see what I can do. Bye for now.